Terry Silver and Sensei Kim meet in this officially released scene for Cobra Kai Season 5, and we're going to talk about it today. Hi, I'm Ken Cole, and if you're a fan of Cobra Kai, you're in the right place. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and you'll help this channel grow. Okay, if you haven't seen this new scene between Terry Silver and Sensei Kim, go ahead and click here to watch it. Now we're going to break it down. Okay, first we see Sensei Kim, the new character for Cobra Kai Season 5, and she's just gotten off the plane, and Terry Silver is saying, I need you to see which of my students are ready to take the next step. So this is a line that we saw in the trailer. What does that mean? What's the next step? We don't know that yet. But next, Terry Silver says, I'm offering you full autonomy to test my students your way. Okay, so on its face, this is a little bit odd because Terry Silver loves control. I mean, look at what he did to Kreese in order to have full control over the direction of Cobra Kai. But now he's offering the Sensei Kim control over his Cobra Kai dojo. What does this mean? Is Terry being serious, or is he maybe manipulating her or giving her a false sense of empowerment? Let's keep watching to find out. Okay, so we see that her reaction looks a little surprised. She doesn't expect this, as she's maybe trying to figure out what is happening. At the same time, it's this really interesting mix of facial expressions of trying to digest the news and she doesn't know what to make of it, or maybe she's also kind of impressed at the same time. Maybe this has kind of caught her off guard. She doesn't quite know what to do with this. Next, Terry Silver says, this is just one of the many perks you'll have as my business partner in Cobra Kai. Okay, so Terry is bringing her in as a business partner, which is interesting because let's go back to Karate Kid Part 3. We know Terry was a super successful tycoon. He was dumping toxic waste for his company Dynatox, and he was having shady deals. He was trying to bribe DAs. So, I mean, obviously this guy's operations were a bit shady, and he didn't mind bending the rules, but he was a very successful businessman. Back in Karate Kid Part 3, he offered a stake, and we'll get back to this, an equity stake to both John Kreese and Mike Barnes in the Cobra Kai dojo. It's interesting that he's coming right at Sensei Kim with this offer to be a business partner. Why would he want to give power to someone else over something that he has very definite plans for? Okay, so Sensei Kim says, your offer is very tempting, but I did not get on the plane for money. At this point, we still don't know if Terry Silver sent out this private plane for Sensei Kim or if this is her plane. We don't quite know the circumstances of how she got over, but she came for a reason. I don't know what that reason is because it seems like Terry is just wanting to offer her money, but she's saying she's not interested in money. So she's maybe not interested in the business side. So there's something else that's enticing her. Let's see if we can find out what that is. And I love this moment. I love this expression, Terry's response to Sensei Kim, where it's almost like he's trying to, maybe he's a bit surprised, but trying to be unreadable, almost have a poker face about it and figure out what's his next move. How can he convince her? Then he steps in and says, 50% is just a number. What I'm offering you is legacy. Okay, this is a very important number, 50%. You'll remember back in Karate Kid 3, he promised John Kreese 100% ownership of the Cobra Kai dojos.
I bought 20 locations today, yours, 100%.
And then later on, he eventually promised Mike Barnes 50%.
You got your 50%.
So he's using this again. He's using this number, 50% ownership in the Cobra Kai dojos. It looks like there were no Cobra Kai dojos, there was no franchise after the events of the 85 All Valley tournament. So probably Mike Barnes didn't get any money. He didn't end up owning 50% of any dojos. So now he's turning around and offering 50% to someone else. Back in my video, Mike Barnes Master Bully, I wondered if Mike Barnes might catch wind of the Cobra Kai success and come back to want to claim his 50%, that he felt like he did so much work for Terry Silver that he earned that 50%. We'll see if that happens. But I think we have to consider the fact that Terry Silver may have no intention of giving Sensei Kim 50% ownership of the dojos. Did he mean it when he promised Kreese 100%? Did he mean it when he promised Mike Barnes 50%? Or was that just a con? Was that just bait to get them involved and he had no intention of giving them anything? I just think it's very fascinating that he backs away from that. Well, 50% is just a number. I'm offering you something bigger, legacy. But you do have to wonder if Mike Barnes will come in and feel like he's owed some money that is maybe going to Sensei Kim. So what do you think? Do you think Terry Silver is being serious here about his offer of 50% ownership to Sensei Kim? Or do you think he's going to screw her over, maybe like he screwed Kreese over and Mike Barnes? And this is amazing, being a fan of Terry Silver. It's great to see him back at full power, if you could say, full manipulation. Daniel called him a con man. You could call him that, but he is a master manipulator, master businessman. And you can see how quickly he moved from money to legacy. He was able to size up Sensei Kim and understand what she wanted, and he played to that. Because what he just wants is for her to come on board for whatever reason. This is part of his plan. So he's offering her an equity stake. Now he's offering her legacy. I mean, that's a big thing to offer. Let's see what happens. If we watch her facial expression, this seems to strike a chord. Terry immediately launches in and he talks about, your grandfather didn't teach American soldiers the way of the fist just to use on the battlefield. Again, this moves her. So as viewers of this channel know, who have seen my video on Sensei Kim Da-Eun, it is now confirmed that Sensei Kim is the granddaughter of Master Kim Sun-young of South Korea. We first heard about Master Kim back in Karate Kid Part 3.
My master is Kim Sun-young of South Korea.
And it appeared that both Terry Silver and John Kreese studied under Master Kim during their time in the military. And Terry says that John Kreese was the school's #1 student.
John Kreese of the Cobra Kai dojo was our school's #1 student.
Which, if that's true, that's a very high honor. So Master Kim could be the originator of the style of Cobra Kai. And that style is named here. It's called the Way of the Fist. And we heard Kreese use this in Karate Kid Part 1.
What do we study here? The way of the fist, sir! And what is that way? Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, sir!
So Cobra Kai belongs to a school of martial arts and philosophy that is called the Way of the Fist. And this is a style that was taught by Master Kim to U.S. military soldiers in the Vietnam War and beyond. In season 3 of Cobra Kai, we know that Captain Turner studied with Master Kim.
So I learned Tang Soo Do during the Korean War under Master Kim Sun-young.
And he taught Kreese, but we don't yet know if John Kreese and Terry Silver went back to study directly with Master Kim. It seems as though they might have, and I bet during season 5 we'll know for sure. Chosen, who's also in season 5, was the nephew of Sato. Sato was Miyagi's best friend, and they both learned karate from Miyagi's father. Sato did the same thing in Okinawa. Sato trained U.S. military at his dojo in Okinawa. It was the largest dojo in Okinawa. And Chosen helped teach U.S. military at that dojo. In a way, Chosen is a very interesting counterpoint to Sensei Kim. They both have experiences with U.S. military. They both have a fighting philosophy that are probably very different, although Chosen, back in Karate Kid 2, was also extremely aggressive. But this is just a very fascinating counterpoint between Chosen and Sensei Kim, and I can't wait to see what happens between these two characters. And so Terry Silver says we have to share his style with the world. Okay, so he's making a big pitch to Sensei Kim. You almost get the feeling that Sensei Kim feels like her style, her grandfather's style, maybe isn't well respected or well known, or maybe is in danger of not continuing. And so this pitch from Terry really strikes a chord and is appealing to her. It's her opportunity to spread her legacy to a new generation, a new continent. And this seems to be what she's grabbing onto, which is really interesting. And then immediately she throws back her head, almost like in a very haughty way, a very snobbish way, and says, "And you think your American students are up to the task?" So she has a very high opinion of herself and her style, and she probably doesn't want to waste her time with students who wouldn't be worthy of the Way of the Fist. And I have a feeling that we're going to see exactly what's entailed in the Way of the Fist. It's probably going to be very brutal. And it's fascinating that we have Terry Silver. He's loving this. You know, this is what he wants. He wants her to come. He wants to bring her into the Cobra Kai dojo. Again, you have to wonder, this is a person who loves control. So why is he giving so much power to someone else that is not from the Valley, that is not interested in money, but just in a legacy? It seems like someone who would be hard to control. So we'll have to see, does Terry know what he's doing? And then Terry says simply, I do. So Terry is extremely confident that this is the right move for him. I also want to mention that music track you hear in the background was the previously released track called Once Upon a Time in the Valley by Zach Robinson and Leo Bierenberg, which is great. I can't wait to hear so much more of the score for this season. This is a fascinating scene because we don't know if this is the first time that they've met or if they've met many years ago or if they know each other, but something made Sensei Kim interested to come all the way to the valley to teach, and it looks like maybe bring her henchmen, senseis, whatever you want to call them, with her. What is his plan? And let me know what you think his plan is at this point. Does he just want great Cobra Kai students? Does he want the best students so badly that he's willing to give up some of his control of the company? This is a great, very intriguing scene. I'm so glad that the first scene we saw from Cobra Kai Season 5 features Terry Silver and Sensei Kim. It really brings out all the lore they're going to get into regarding the Cobra Kai fighting style. I don't know if I trust Terry, but here's what I know. As a longtime fan, as someone who's done so many videos analyzing this character, Terry knows what he's doing. He's very smart. And he's also obsessed with control. So anytime you see Terry giving up control of something that is important to him, I think you have to be a bit suspicious. He might be trying to manipulate or con Sensei Kim into doing something. So he might have a master plan up his sleeve. On the other hand, it's interesting looking at Sensei Kim. She seems proud of herself. She seems proud of her legacy and the way of the fist. But is it possible that Sensei Kim could also be playing Terry? If they're both manipulative and trying to gain control of the situation, that might be the style of the way of the fist. That might be the entire philosophy. So these two could be just playing each other right now. She could be trying to size him up to see if she could actually take control of Cobra Kai, if it becomes important to her legacy. The question is, does Terry know that that could happen? And what would Terry do in that case? Is that part of his plan? So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And if you want to help support my channel, I just rolled out channel memberships that offer perks for members at different levels. Go ahead and hit the join button and you'll help support this channel's content. Thank you very much. And if you can't wait for Cobra Kai Season 5, the next thing you should watch is Cobra Kai, right here. See you next time.